Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about the nonverbal communication in Colombia and South Korea and why it's important for students who want to study abroad. So the purpose of this is to compare both cultures and warn you about the gesture that might be considered rude. First, let's look at South Korea. According to Quintessential Intercultural Guide on South Korea, one key gesture is bowing. People bow to greet, to thank, and to show respect. In contrast, in Colombia, we usually greet with a handshake or even a kiss on the cheek. Second, in Korea, it is considered rude to make too much direct eye contact with elders or professors, because it might seem disrespectful. However, in Colombia, direct eye contact usually shows confidence and honesty. This is supported by the Cultural Atlas, Colombia and South Korea. Third, in South Korea, hand gestures must be polite. For example, when giving something, you should use two hands, not one. On the other hand, in Colombia, giving something with one hand is normal and not seen as impolite.
Now, let's bring up some Colombian history. Colombians often use their hands a lot when speaking. We tend to point out direction using the lips or finger. Similarly, Colombians use the touch more in conversation, like a pat on the shoulder, but in Korea, too much touching could make people uncomfortable. Also, in Colombia, crossing your arms while listening might just mean you are relaxed, whereas in South Korea, it could be interpreted as you being distant or even rude. Her theory of promises in communication, 1990, helped explain this difference in perception. So, if you study abroad, you should watch out this difference. It might be confusing at first, but pay attention will help you avoid misunderstanding. Remember, context matter. What seems friendly in Colombia could probably look rude in Korea. To sum up, gesture can vary a lot across culture. Always respect the local custom and don't be afraid to ask, look up what's appropriate.